So we're doing Krizna Cave today. Križna Cave, which is probably a bit less touristy than the other one that we're going to do on the train.
Yeah, we found it accidentally.
Yeah.
The pub we were at yesterday.
Yeah, leaflets, and you can take a boat across a lake inside the cave, which is what we're going to do. We're doing the 1.5 hour tour.
Yeah.
It's a bit cheaper than the 4 hour tour. So
yeah, there's quite a few, because it's massive, so there's quite a few different tours you can do, but we're just going to do the little boat one for now and see how that is.
Yeah, standing here already, it's boiling today, but standing here already you can feel the cold draft from the cave. So that's why we've got coats and fetching wellies on. So. Yeah. Alright, well, I'll get some shots and it might be a bit dark for the GoPro, but I'll fiddle with the settings and see what we can get.
So, as I say, the cave bears, they visiting this cave in Ice Age and stay inside, but never in the first part of the cave, because here in the winter it's still too cold, freezing. So they need to go another 200 meters to the bear tunnel, and if they go to the bear tunnel, they have 8 degrees. But the bears have problems because they have no light. We will here try to switch off the lights just for 1 minute to get feeling how dark it's without light. So lights off.
Yep.
Okay. So if you want, you can go out. So yes, the cave bears, if they don't see, they need to smell the way and touching the rocks around the body if they want to go somewhere. So when the first bears move to the cave, they don't see nothing. So they need to, it was probably hours and hours to go in. But when they touch the rocks, they leave the skin of the body there. So next 100 bears, next winter, they just smell the same way. So that spots on the road of the cave bears, because they used it for thousand years. It's not sharp, it's brushed, it's polished for few centimeters, because they move into this cave and then back out in the same road for thousand years. You walk, the boots polish the floor, but much faster comparing, because the boots, it's harder material like the skin. Nice. This corridor, a few more. Here, this one. Wow. Then you will see this one is also brushed, or this one here. It's the corridor.
Wow, brushed from bear fur.
That was very huge, so it's always like more on the top comparing.
Wow.
You can go a little bit more, yeah, that we place for all of us. Thank you. It's not alive anymore.
Wow.
Wow, that is awesome.
Here to see how huge was the cave bear. So this is not from the baby, it's looking like from the baby, but 120 kilograms average size for brown bear. This one belongs to the cave bear, weighted 1,200 kilograms. Oof. It's like your car for feeling. The biggest in the world found it in this cave. It's another 10 centimeter longer, 1.5 tons heavy cave bear. There are like two main difference between these two. The brown bear, they eat everything. Mostly vegetables, but they also eat the meat. The cave bears, they was only vegetarian. Outside was tundra, was looking like in Siberia once. So there was no forest, there was grass and herbs everywhere. They go out and then like the cow, they eat that, feeding with that and then chewing grass and herbs like the cow. So you see that these muscles here are much stronger because of that, like from the cow, similar shape. Second difference, the brown bear, they have a nap. When it's winter, they go 10 meters down, stay a few weeks, but then they move out because the winter are not so strong and they look the food, and then they have another nap. The cave bears, they have more problems. They have snow outside 6-7 months. Real winter, real cold, and no food for them. So they need to move in the cave and saving energy 6-7 months, like the bats, which they come in October, and in May they go out, so today we don't see it. In the end, the winter was actually too long, And the problem, the grass, the herbs outside just don't grow so much anymore. So these bears, they go out, but if they don't find enough food, with not enough food in the body, they just don't survive the next long winter. So they extinct 25,000 years ago. The oldest bones, you need to go really meter or two in the mud, and also stalagmite, it's like 2-3 meters, so very old bones. This is like one of the last one here. Just last thing, in Slovenia, we have one small cave, Divja Baba call it. It's one other part of Slovenia. They also find different layers of the mud and different layers of the bones. And in one of the layers, they find a bone like this, but with 3 holes inside. So they actually find the instrument, the whistle for playing, made it from the bone of cave bear, 65,000 years old.
Whoa.
This is the oldest instrument in the world. Okay.
There you go. Sorry. Go deeper into the cave now.
Hear the water. This is so cool, isn't it? Love the cave there.
If you look the walls, you will see interesting shapes. They all have small holes inside. It's from the river. It's called facet. So when the river push, the water rotate, and 1,000 years of rotation, melting this limestone from Jura time, like tiny shells inside the hole, and then the water rotate, and 1,000 years of rotation built these holes on the ceiling.
The same path as Krizna.
Yeah. Now we go on the boat, I imagine.
So when we go up the flow, you can light behind you in the water, so not to not blind the other one.
Always looks beautiful, doesn't
That
it?
is, I want to drink it, it looks so nice.
I've never been on a boat in a cave before.
This is me. Only 8 degrees. Like here, only here.
Like Switzerland. Can we touch it? Are we allowed?
Probably. The water is still lose your ring.
And the second thing, the water is very clean. You need to understand, if you visited the cave 2 weeks ago, there was rain and this water was silver. So you don't see it to the floor of the lake like you see it now. Much cleaner now after 2 weeks when it's clean. When you have this now, the brown color of the water will come and all brown like chocolate. You don't see nothing.
Like a Venetian gondola. It's like a Venetian gondola.
Yeah, it is. Didn't need to go to Venice after all.
Oh.
The first one. So all these, they see the same cave like you see it. They only go to the lake. When they see the water, no boats, no swim, so back. First group which bring the wood inside, build small wooden boat, was the students from Ljubljana, from gymnasia, from high school. They come 100 years ago with professor here on excursion. So there was the first one which go with the wooden boat over 13 lakes to Calvaria, and then they come back, and for this they need 3 days, the first one. So now it's different, 3-4 hours you are to Calvaria and you come back. All tunnels have now 9 kilometers. So like first one they only walk 500 meters to the cave. The black color signature, charcoal, this was the remain of the fire. The red one, they mix the soil, terra rossa, from the floor with water and paint on the wall. So unfortunately in the same wall here was also like stupid signature, graffiti type of vandalism over this one. Not really nice one, not the color and not the expression. So we cleaned it down, but we still leave this older one to respect first explorers in the cave.
Wow.
I will do just a quick look here if I
500 years old.
Animal. Yeah, here it's one. It's a centipede. It's a live one. Now I will find some alive one. Yeah, the centipede, white color. It's one of the biggest living in the dry part.
Rotating. That is so cool.
Very cool.
It.
Oh yeah, a little centipede.
So, white color, why? No sun, no pigment, albino. And this one try to eat this black. This black is guano of fledermaus, of the bats. They will try to eat that. I don't know how good eyes you have, but there is another white one. This is a small beetle. This silver one, it's another species. So actually 2 different one here because they try to eat this. So of course all animals in the cave dark, so no eyes, they are blind. So here million years ago it was underground river. Water was to the top. So that river actually built this dimension. But when the distance between the walls was too large, so the ceiling too heavy and giant collapse. So this roof fall down about 800,000 years ago. Because we are very deep, 70 meters under the ground, there is many layers of the rocks over us. If it's no cracks between, the water don't find a way, don't bring the stone, and that's the reason that not so many stalagmites or stalactites here in this part of the cave. We just sulfur, sulfate, and then the gold look of this bacteria.
Must be glistening like diamonds. It's bacteria. It's cool. $5,000-year-old ceramic pottery, and someone made out of a domesticated dog's tooth, made something to remember them by, and put a hole in it and wore around their neck, which is pretty fascinating.
So we are back here in the beginning. So today we walk, here we see the bones, here was already the spring, we entered the boat, here we use the underwater light over the siphon, then out with the boat and then walk back. So you see for feeling about 5% of the cave today.
Yeah, light. It's bright.
Daylight. Back into the heat.
Yeah, oh yeah. Slowly warming up.
That was really good. So yeah, just walking back up to the van after the cave tour.
Križna Cave.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
And the guide that we had, Gosper,
Gosper, yeah.
he was great.
Yeah,
He
super
was
knowledgeable, as you could hear, and explaining every little detail, every fact, and yeah, I thought it was really cool.
I know, never done a boat in a cave before, so that's...
No, I hadn't. And the boat didn't look like it'd fit everyone on it, but yeah, there's loads of room. Yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, for €12 a ticket.
Again.
Can't fault it.
Yeah.